Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a comparison video between my Chanel Deauville tote and my Dior Book Tote. Now things are starting to open back up for travel, so I thought that would be the perfect time to do a review. Plus, I'm a tote girl. I just love totes. But after having both these totes for a couple months, I've noticed some key differences and just wanted to share my experience with each of you. Thank you again to everyone on my Instagram that submitted a question. I will be going through each of the questions and answering them. So let's get right into the review. Starting with a quick overview, the book tote was my first purchase back in May. I did purchase it from Fashionphile, as this is from an older season. It came in excellent condition. You can see that we have a beige and black type of design with the stripes, and there's some shimmering accents throughout the threading here. The back features some rolled canvas handles with Christian Dior embroidered, and there is the big Christian Dior graphic embroidered on the front. It is not displayed on the back. Now the inside, it's pretty open. There's no pockets. Which bag holds structure better? Definitely the Dior Book Tote. I would say that this one just naturally has much more structure. I mean, without the organizer in it, it can hold its shape just like this nice square shape. This one, I do not have an organizer, but look at it, it's just gonna flop on over. Do you think the book tote is trendy? Yes and no. I think the shape itself is pretty classic. It's so much more elevated in the materials, the design. It takes just your standard shopping tote to a whole nother level. Now, there are some prints that I feel are more seasonal, and then there are other prints that are like classic. Your oblique print, for example. I'd say that Dior is gonna stick with the book tote for more seasons. They haven't gotten rid of that type of style. The Deauville tote I purchased back in July. This was also another Fashionphile purchase, as this design you can no longer find in the stores. You have the light brown canvas, and there's a beautiful sequin logo on the front with Chanel Rue Cambon. It does have these beautiful brown leather handles. And a big distinct feature is the additional strap. We have a metal chain strap interwoven with the canvas. The top is open, but it does feature a snap inside. Is the Chanel comfortable to carry, and is it heavy? I actually find this Deauville tote pretty comfortable. It's my go-to travel bag. I took this on my last trip to Las Vegas, and to me, having this strap and just more of the pliable type of nature with this canvas was really nice. Now look at the side by side. You can see how the Deauville is more tapered toward the front. Now that's going to be much more comfortable when you put this up against your body, carrying it as a shoulder bag, whereas this book tote, it's just a square type of shape, so you definitely feel more the bulk of the bag against your body. Which one is more comfortable to use? I would say the Deauville tote. I find it's so convenient just having the top handles, pretty easy to pick up. If I put this as a shoulder bag against my body, it more tapers toward and fits comfortably to hold. Whereas the book tote, if you use this as a shoulder bag, it's just so structured. Now both totes come in a small and a large version. I have the small size book tote. In the dimensions between the small to the large, we're talking about 2 to 3 inches in difference when you go up in size. The Deauville tote is 11.7 by 19.5 by 8.6 inches. Let's talk about pros and cons. I think the biggest con to the book tote has to be the lack of an additional strap. Something like the on-the-go tote with Louis Vuitton, or even the Chanel Deauville tote that has that strap. I think this would be a much more functional bag if it had that additional strap. A big pro for this bag is it's got a strap. So already from there you have more functionality with this handbag. Another big pro with the Deauville tote is that it's the inside. You get the snap closure at the top as well as the interior pockets. You have the one zippered patch pocket on the side and two smaller patch pockets on the other side. When you compare it to the book tote, it is literally a big open pit. Again, more the reason to get an organizer, but there's no pockets. I wish it had something in here just to give a little bit more to this handbag. What type of organizer do you use? Do you worry about structure, shape over time? Do yourself a favor and get yourself an organizer if you decide you want to purchase one of these bags. Just extends the life of your bag, gives it more shape, protects it on the inside, and gives you more functionality. Can't say enough about the organizer for these two bags. I love using Samorga and Zimoni organizers. I prefer the zip top on both of these bags just to give me a little bit more security. This one is a Samorga organizer. What I love about these organizers, you have the option of a zipper top. Now the book tote only has the handles. You can use this on your shoulder. The handles are big enough to place over your shoulder, even though they're a little bit more thick. I primarily use this as a top handle in my hand or in the crook of my arm. You can see that the handles are a big difference. Put in your hand, carry type of bag. You can put it in your crook of your arm here. A con to both of these bags is neither one of these bags have metal feet. I love having metal feet on my handbags. It's just one less thing to worry about when you're talking about corner wear or any of the dirt and elements that can get on the bottom of your bag. But yeah, there are no feet whatsoever on these handbags. Another big con for both bags is the price. Whether you go Dior Book Tote or Deauville, both are at a $3,000 price point. That's pretty expensive for a tote. The small tote starts at $3,100, whereas the large tote is a little bit more at $3,250. Now the Chanel Deauville tote retails at $3,900 for the large size. A con to both bags will be the wear and tear. These are materials like canvas, so the durability is not on the same level of, say, a leather handbag. You can experience more dirt on the bottom or wear with the corners. And another thing is just fabric in general. I see this too with my tweed handbags from Chanel. You can see a little bit more of the fuzziness of the material, just kind of picks up a little bit over time. Which one is more versatile and holds up well? I would say the Deauville tote. This is my main travel bag, but I could also use this bag for work. In fact, I have used it for work a couple times. Now you can use this for everyday errands, but I do prefer probably to use the Dior tote bag if I'm going to do brunch, everyday type of errands. But yeah, I get a little bit more use out of the Deauville tote. What fits? A water bottle, a wallet, lipstick, sunglasses. Does it fit a MacBook Pro 13-inch or iPad 11-inch? Both these totes can fit a lot, but when it came to, say, when I want to carry on handbags, I tend to pick the Deauville tote. I will put my Chanel 19s in here, my classic flap, a mini bag. I can fit a lot of handbags with this. And I think you heard me talk about more of that pliable nature with the canvas, that it makes it easier to put underneath your seat. Whereas this one, I'm just not comfortable with putting this bag underneath my seat. Can Dior Tote be a daily work bag? Yes, it can. In fact, I've used both these totes for work. There's been times when I've had 2 laptops in my bag. We're talking about like a 13-inch MacBook Pro and a work computer, so I'll put both of them in there. Which one is heavier? The Deauville tote weighs in a little bit over 16 ounces. Now the book tote weighs in at 19 ounces. The book tote is a little bit heavier than the Deauville tote. Is it true that the Deauville is very heavy? I actually don't think it's very heavy. I think it's relative to what you're going to put in the handbag. Now, if you're going to put the kitchen sink in the tote, it's going to be like any other tote. You're going to feel the weight. But I will say that the canvas, to me, I think the canvas, when I touch it, it's pretty, just like almost like pliable, and I think you can put a lot, but even right now it's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not like extremely heavy. I think there could be some concerns over the chain strap, but even then I don't think the chain, at least to me, I don't think it's super heavy. Mod shots. Now keep in mind I am 5'2", and you can see how the bag, it's a little bit bigger on my frame because I am petite, as more the top handle in my hands or even in the crook of my arm. Shoulder bag, but it fits more snug right underneath your arm. You can wear this as a shoulder bag with the strap, or you can just hold it as a top handle bag. I love the Deauville. Which do you like better? If I had to pick, I would go with the Deauville. I get a little bit more functionality for my lifestyle. Now, would I recommend both bags? I would say you could probably just get away with one. I can appreciate the differences in some of these similarities to warrant having both in my collection. But I would say that I would probably, if I had to get one, I'd probably go with the Chanel Deauville tote. Chanel is my #1 designer, and I do get more functionality. Okay guys, well that is it for this review. What was your favorite between the 2 bags? I'd love to get your thoughts below, and I will talk to you in my next video. Take care.